Hello, I'm Josh Knowlton, General Manager and co-owner of Kissell Motorsports in Tyrone, Pennsylvania, also known as BMW Motorcycles of Tyrone. And I am standing on Ponderosa Road in about halfway between Port Matilda and Tyrone, Pennsylvania. This is a reasonably technical, unmaintained forest road. If you've ever been to Soggy Bottom Moto Fest, you're familiar with this road. It's got some ruts, some washouts, plenty of small baby head rocks. In my mind, just a perfect adventure bike road. Those of you that are familiar with our pre-owned motorcycle videos at Kissell Motorsports, you're going to recognize my voice. I've never done a bike review, ever. But I thought after riding this particular motorcycle, I had to do it. So a little bit of a backstory. This bike came out in 2024. The annual BMW dealer meeting was in Las Vegas, Nevada. I believe it was March or April of 2024. And they invited the dealer network out to come see the new 900 and ride it in the desert in and around Lake Mead in Nevada. And typical Pennsylvania, it's starting to rain. It's been a very wet May, but it kind of fits. So I went out to Nevada. We went out into the desert, all hyped up, and we never exceeded 12 miles per hour. And BMW knows I do a fair amount of riding in the dirt, and they wanted to know when I got back, what'd you think of the bike? What'd you think of the bike? And I said, well, we never exceeded 12 miles per hour, so I really don't know. And then shame on me, I never rode this bike in the dirt until April of 2025. After our open house, I led a group adventure ride. It was all pavement up until this very road, Ponderosa Road, and I let it fly, and within the first quarter mile, I thought, whoa, BMW finally came up with something that is a worthy competitor, in my opinion, in the middleweight segment. I had so much fun on that ride, and I've watched most of the YouTube reviews on this bike, and you get nitpicking here, nitpicking there, the fuel capacity, fuzzy mirrors. Listen, I rode this thing 115 miles on terrain like this, or even more technical, and I have not had this much fun on an adventure bike maybe ever. So this bike here is spec'd with the Enduro Pro package, okay, which gives it the 45 mil Showa forks and the fully adjustable Sachs ZF shock. As you know from all the other reviews, the bike has 105 horsepower. It's got Riding Modes Pro. It has Shift Assist Pro heated grips from the factory. So it's got a lot of the features that people want. But this particular bike has what's called the off-highway package, which is what I would want. So it does not have GPS prep, it does not have tire pressure monitors, and it does not have keyless ride. I want a key. I'm old school. I want a key. This bike is spec'd exactly like I would order it, and I'm jumping ahead, but there is going to be one of these in my garage very soon. It is that much fun. So the overarching picture, when you start going over all these bikes and looking at pros and cons and positives and negatives, weaknesses, whatever, at the end of the day, did you have fun riding the stinking motorcycle? I had so much fun on that group ride. I came back, I texted one of our master techs, I texted our sales manager. I said, you guys have got to get in the dirt on this bike. Its predecessor, the 850, it was okay. The suspension was a little bit too soft. Of course, the forks weren't adjustable. We know all this. So I honestly didn't have the highest expectations of this motorcycle. And those of you that are familiar with our dealership, you know we're also an Aprilia dealership. We've sold over 90 Touareg 660s. I mean, that bike has been a home run for Aprilia. This bike is so under the radar, so undervalued at this point, I felt compelled to shoot a video on it. Okay, so it's amazing on the street. You've got 105 horsepower, phenomenal torque, 68 some foot-pounds of torque now, so it is a blast on the road. You can tune the suspension in any way you want. And then in the dirt, this thing just comes alive. That torque and Enduro Pro mode is fantastic. 21-inch front wheel mated with this very good suspension just makes, it just chews a road like this right up. Okay, now is this going to be for every, you know, if you're looking for just basic maintained forest roads, pavement, the standard suspension, which comes with the 43 mil forks, is fine. But if you really like to get into the dirt, challenge yourself and have some fun, go with that Enduro Pro package. It's worth every cent. So it started to rain pretty hard in the woods there, and I didn't quite cover everything that I wanted to mention. I didn't really expand upon what made that bike so much fun. Again, there's lots of reviews out there that go into every little detail, the fuel capacity, the adjustable shift lever, on and on. So I'm not going to go there. But within riding a half mile on Ponderosa Road on that bike, I had a huge smile on my face, and I thought, man, BMW has nailed it with this machine. The narrower chassis mated with the Showa suspension and the sack shock, the power and torque that bike put to the ground, and just the balance point was perfect. I'm 5'10", 180 pounds, and it was an absolutely confidence-inspiring ride and just super fun. So easy to break loose the rear wheel if you want to have some fun with power slides or whatever. Certainly high on my list. I highly recommend, you know, if not at Kissell Motorsports, taking a test ride at the earliest opportunity on a 900 GS. I promise you won't be disappointed. This is a demo available at Kissell Motorsports. We have a GPS route for you planned. If you make the commitment to come out, we're going to send you right up this road on this motorcycle so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So, hope you can make it. info@kissellmotorsports.com comes directly to me, or of course you can give us a call and hop on our website. But please check the F900 GS out. Thank you.